Hello and welcome to York News, a brief look at what's new and what's happening in York County. I'm Gail Whitaker. Coming up on this edition of York News, Yorktown Day activities are scheduled for Saturday and Sunday.
I'll call to order the...
Up first, the Board of Supervisors held its most recent meeting on Tuesday, October 7th. At the meeting, the board held a work session to discuss proposed changes to certain board policies and the proposed legislative program. The board approved all items on the consent calendar, including minutes of a previous meeting, initiated the formal consideration of a no-wake designation at the mouth of Wormley Creek, and authorized purchase of replacement emergency medical services, biomedical, and associated equipment. Under new business, the board authorized a second amendment to the Memorandum of Understanding with the Marquee Community Development Authority. The next meeting of the Board of Supervisors is scheduled for Tuesday, October 21st at 6 p.m. in the boardroom of York Hall. There are 3 public hearing items on the agenda. These are application numbers CP 10-14 and ZT 155-14, which are proposed amendments to the York County Comprehensive Plan and the York County Zoning Ordinance, and application number UP 850-14, which is a request for a special use permit to authorize the establishment of a towing service and automobile storage yard at 135, 137, and 139 Fenton Mill Road. Public hearings begin at 7 p.m. For more information about the Board of Supervisors meetings, call the County Administrator's Office at 890-3320. The Board's complete agenda, including all supporting materials, is also available on the county's website at www.yorkcounty.gov. Board of Supervisors meetings are retelecast on WYCG TV on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 11 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Programs scheduled for 6 p.m. on the board's meeting dates will be preempted by the live meeting.
We want them to be the ears for the business community and let us know what needs to change as far as the county ordinances and regulations to make sure our businesses are successful.
Meetings are also available both live and on demand on the web. WYCG TV programming on the web may be reached by logging on to the county's website and then selecting WYCG on the homepage.
We'd like to demonstrate for you 2 of the brand new skills found.
Congratulations to York County firefighter paramedic Melissa Doak, who has been selected as the recipient of the 2014 National EMS Award of Excellence for Educator of the Year by the National Association of Emergency Medical Technicians and EMS World Magazine. Melissa has been a firefighter paramedic for nearly 30 years, and in addition to her regular duties, works as a trainer to new EMS providers in the classroom setting or on the street. Congratulations, firefighter paramedic Doak, on this prestigious award.
Yeah, at least it's not raining.
Absentee voting for the November 4th election has begun in York County. Election information is available at www.yorkcounty.gov/voting. Absentee voting is available for those who will be out of their precinct on November 4th, those who are unable to go to their polling place because of an illness or disability, and those who otherwise qualify to vote in absentee ballot. The deadline to apply to vote absentee by mail, email, or fax is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th. The deadline to apply to vote absentee in person is 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 1st. For more information, visit the website or call 890-3440.
That's it. Go!
The Wednesday on Your Wheels program at New Quarter Park has concluded for the fall. The program was quite successful and enjoyed by many of our area's young people.
Go!
This started a little over a year ago. Essentially, myself and a handful of local mountain bike enthusiasts who are also parents talked about creating a race series for kids, really of all ages. We have some great gateway trails in the Williamsburg community, so Williamsburg was the perfect place to do it. We don't have big mountains, we don't have big rocks, so it really offers a developmental type trail system, which is unparalleled. We're lucky. When you go west, you get into rocks, you get into roots, you get into big hills. That's not great for little kids.
People come from all over the United States, not only to ride our bike trails, but all the other bike trails up in this end of York County. last spring, we decided to go ahead and kick off the Youth Bike Series race. And because it's family friendly, it opened up a whole another group of participants at New Quarter Park.
We accommodate all ages from 3 up to about 17. The little kids are out here with what we call push bikes, strider type bikes, having a blast. No pedals required, they're just kind of pushing their bikes along, learning how to balance their bikes on 2 wheels. At the very entry level, it's very important.
Good job, dude. Way to put in work, man.
And then as you get into the older kids, you're getting into a fitness-based sport that's much like cross-country running. These kids are becoming serious athletes.
I like to ride because it's like another sport. It's like soccer. If you really like it, you'll keep on going and then getting better. I want to get really good and then go race really good people. I would like to do downhill. I really like downhill. I like jumping, so I don't like uphill. Not at all.
Just being outside and seeing other kids doing it and having fun is what keeps me doing it. Being outside, riding in the woods and stuff like that. It's a very fun sport that lots of people are getting into because it's fun.
Like with a lot of sports, and cycling more so, the time you put in is a deposit on your fitness. If you get out and practice once or twice a week and you build that to 3 times a week, you will see dividends in your performance. It's very rewarding to see kids out here working, riding, progressing as bike riders, and getting into cycling and just being outdoors on a beautiful day like today is very rewarding and very satisfying for me.
Good job, Julius, go!
I always want to get better. I like to race with other people because it's competitive, and I would like to get really, really good, so I want to be a pro. But if I don't, just keep on riding.
One thing nice about the family-friendly part of it is that the kids can come over here and ride, and then if the parents want to, they can cross the street and ride the 7 miles over there. So it becomes more of a family event. And the other nice thing about the race is that it's for children 3 years old to 18. And there's not a lot of activities out there for the wee little ones. And so that's where this is really bringing a whole nother group of participants to the park.
The program will return in the spring. Keep watching York News and the county's website for dates and information. Yorktown Day is Sunday, October 19th. This is the 233rd anniversary of the surrender of the British forces under General Lord Cornwallis to the combined American and French forces under George Washington. Also on Sunday will be a wreath-laying ceremony. The Custom House will be open for tours, and the annual Yorktown Women's Club Brunswick Stew Lunch will be held at Grace Church. At noon on Sunday, the U.S. Army Commander-in-Chief's Guard will perform on the Yorktown battlefield next to the Visitor Center. The Yorktown Day Parade at 1:30 p.m. will follow Yorktown's Main Street and will pass in front of the Yorktown Victory Monument, erected in 1881 to commemorate the military victory a century before.
Representing the French military liaison.
Patriotic exercises will commence at 2:15 at the Yorktown Victory Monument with a colorful backdrop of flags including the American and French national colors, the flags of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, 5 United States territories, and the flags of the 13 Yorktown Day Association members. At the conclusion of the patriotic exercises, a wreath will be placed on the Yorktown Victory Monument in memory of those who fought and died during the siege of Yorktown in 1781. For more information about Yorktown Day, visit www.visityorktown.org.
Thank you. You're welcome.
This year's hours for trick-or-treating in York County will be from dusk to 8 p.m. on Halloween, Friday, October 31st. Children aged 12 or younger may trick-or-treat and should be accompanied by an adult. Residents are asked to turn on porch lights to identify homes that wish to receive trick-or-treaters. To ensure a safe Halloween experience, the York County Department of Fire and Life Safety and the York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office recommend the following safety tips. Use makeup instead of masks. Remind children to be careful, watch for traffic, and use flashlights. Make sure costumes and shoes fit properly to avoid tripping hazards. Purchase Halloween costumes that feature a flame-resistant or flame-retardant label. Wear bright or light-colored costumes that are easier to see at night. Carry a flashlight or light stick and attach glow-in-the-dark items or reflective tape to the front and back of children's costumes. Make sure your trick-or-treater can be seen and see. An adult should accompany younger children. Avoid houses where porch lights are off. And do not allow children to accept unwrapped candy or fruit. And check all treats before allowing children to eat them. Any suspicious candy should be reported to the sheriff's office as soon as possible. Winter operating hours will begin at the York County Sports Complex on Saturday, November 1st and continue through Saturday, February 28th. During that time, the sports complex will be open daily from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, the complex will remain open to allow nightly activities to conclude. For more information about the sports complex, visit www.yorkcounty.gov/parksandrec or call 890-3500. And finally, York County offices will be closed on Monday, October 20th in observance of Yorktown Day. The courts and cooperative extension will remain open. There are no changes to garbage and recycling collection schedules. That's all for this edition of York News. Please join us on October 29th for the next edition of York News. Until then, thanks for watching.